Good evening, friends. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? Hi, Scott, Scorpio Moon. How are you, my dear? I'm sorry. I thought I was ready, but I had to make a quick potty break before I went live. So I do apologize for being a couple minutes late. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day. Most of you are probably getting ready to go to sleep. And so I thought I would pop on because, as you know, Wednesday is my normal Achieving Wellness night. And because I had Susan Lynn on last night, it just felt really odd not to be on my regular scheduled night. So I missed you guys, and I wanted to pop on and do a Sweet Dreams reading. So hi, Jackie. How are you? Hi, Stacy Starr. Hi, Mama Bear. Hi, Diana. How are you, love? Hi, Sherry H. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Hi, Gypsy JJ. How are you, dear? Hope everyone's having a happy Wednesday. Sorry, I apologize. I'm discombobulated because I had to take my potty break, which is TMI, I realized. So let me just take a sip of my drink here. Let everybody roll in. Let you get settled. Hi, Anna Banana. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Oil Painter. I love you right back, my friend. I'm putting my cigarette out. No one wants to see that nasty habit of mine. All right. So, friends, I got a new deck of cards. Hi, Joanna Hall. How are you, love? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. So, happy Wednesday to everyone. This is a reading that I really, really enjoy doing. This is a nightly, or not a nightly, but a nighttime Sweet Dreams reading. It's, pulling cards. We do like a collective general read with some tarot, then we pull some oracle cards, and it's just, what do we need to know to let go of the day and, prepare ourselves for a restful night's sleep. A restful night's sleep is so very important. It really, really does help you let go of what you need to let go of that's happened to you throughout the day, and to be able to sleep well and wake up in the morning with a new outlook, really. And I realize that sounds sometimes really impossible. In full disclosure, I had an amazing day yesterday. I want to thank so many people for making yesterday possible. All of the wonderful people that came into the chat, all the wonderful people that came in and watched on replay. Of course, Susan Lynn was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, honestly, you guys, I was like a pinball inside of a pinball machine last night. I was binging all over the place. I was so grateful and so happy and so just honestly elated. There's really no other way to explain how I felt. And without the people that subscribe to this channel, without the encouragement of my wonderful husband and lots of people in this community, and without Susan Lynn, I literally had the best night of this channel last night. And so I'm just grateful. It doesn't seem like a big enough word to express my thanks, but that's literally how I'm feeling. So thank you to everyone that was here, that watched it, that participated. I truly, truly appreciate it. So as I said, this is my normal Achieving Wellness night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday, but because Susan Lynn could only do it on Tuesday, I moved it. But I will be back next Wednesday, of course, and next Wednesday, Susie Gemini will be here. And Susie Gemini is an up-and-coming astrologist, and she will be here to talk to us about the North Nodes and how that affects our past lives. So I'm super excited about that. Can't wait for her to be here. She is a lovely, lovely person. And I know you guys are just going to find all of her information so helpful and so useful. So I do hope that you can join us for that. This Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, which is April Fool's Day, and I promise it's not an April Fool's joke, we will be joined by Tarot Stash. So on Thank Spirit It's Friday, we do, a collective general read. Once we get past that, then we throw some adult funny cards. It's just really a great way to know what's coming up for the weekend, let our hair down, get rid of the stress of the week, and just really have some fun. And we usually have an amazing time in the chat. So we do hope you can join us for that. And then on Sunday, this coming Sunday, I'm starting a new series on the channel called Sunday Connections. So that's at 2:30 Eastern Time. And it's all about how we connect with spirit and the many different ways that we can do that. And Sun Psychic Jean will be our first guest. So there will be mediumship readings happening. So I do hope you can join. So I'm finished all my housekeeping. Let's move on to my new cards that I just got. So these are them. I've had them in my wish list on Amazon for quite a wee while. And I finally bit the bullet. So here is the box. It's Angel Quest Oracle by Karen. It's either Noe or Nay. I'm probably mispronouncing it, and I am very sorry. But I love the image on the box, right? So it's quite a big box, as you can see. I'll show you really quickly if I can get the box open. Struggle. Oh. It comes with a nice guidebook, right? Now, I just literally opened the box, so I haven't really taken a deep dive into the guidebook, but I'll show you the cards. They're lovely on the backs. This is the back of the card. They're quite big in comparison to Kelly's hand, right? And okay, so this is the first card that was on the top. This is Discipline, and this is the card. I mean, what a gorgeous image that is, right? Just gorgeous. So just quickly, I'll just flip through a couple so you can see. There's Respect. Ooh, interesting. We have Signs from Deceased Loved Ones. I mean, just a beautiful image. And Life Purpose. So I'm really excited. So we're going to work with these tonight. I'm going to shuffle them up while I talk to you guys and see what's going on in the chat. I've got a bunch of Oracle cards out here. I've got my Tarot cards, of course. And I've got my own Oracle cards that actually have a whole sleep system, meaning a bunch of words that I thought were appropriate for sleepy time. And then, of course, to finish off, we have our Sleep Tight cards, which is an exercise that helps us to relax before we go to bed. So, hello to Kylo and Doris Smith. How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me shuffle up the new cards while we're talking. For anyone who doesn't know, oil painter's having solar flares. Sorry, oil painter. For anyone who doesn't know, Kelmar in the chat, that's my husband. He is my number one fan and my number one supporter, and is often offering cake to people, virtual cake that is, for subscriptions. So he is always in there keeping us safe, and we appreciate him very much. Hi, Kylo. How you doing, love? Hi, Gypsy JJ. Possibly, Kylo. I'm not sure. And there's Charlotte. Charlotte's in the background. So I have 3 kitty cats. For those of you that don't know, I have Charlotte, Quincy, and Austin. And they were all sleeping on the bed, nice and content, until Mommy hit about 5 minutes before the show was to go on, and all of a sudden they're all awake, and it's like, whoop, party time. So, yes, thank you, Scott. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, there is information in the description box on how to join us on Instagram and Facebook, and there's also information in the description box below on how to make a donation to the channel if anyone is so inclined. Any support is support, whether it be a comment, a thumbs up, a share, a subscription, a donation, or just popping in to say hello and show some love. All support is support, and it is always greatly appreciated. Oh, friends, I forgot to mention, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be on with Nancy Jean's Garden. I love Nancy Jean. She is a wonderful lady, so I hope that everyone can pop in and see me there. And then on Saturday night, and I want to say it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be on with Ron, Unconditional Love, and Jay, 213. So Kelly is a busy lady. Okay. So I think that we should pull from our first, our new deck here to get us started. I'm going to give it one more shuffle, and then I'm going to run it over the flame of the candle. And let's see. Oh, by the way, for anyone that was interested, that was here last night for the damn thing exercise, I did find that link, and I did post it. I pinned the comment at the top of the video from last night. So if anyone is looking for that particular exercise, please do that. Oh, hi, Andrea. How are you, my love? Thank you for being here, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, you know what? Nancy Jean, many people don't know this. Nancy Jean actually taught me how to read tarot. So, she's just a wonderful lady. She is a wealth. I mean, honestly, she's like the Britannica encyclopedias inside of a person. She is just amazing. Yep, I'm pulling cards. I'm just shuffling up this new deck. All right, here we go, friends. Let's get us started. What do we need to know? Wow. So we had a card fly right out there, friends, if you've seen that. And look at what we have. I love this. What a wonderful way to start the Sweet Dreams reading. We have this gorgeous yellow, it looks like a not a sunflower, a daisy, or maybe a black-eyed Susan. This is life purpose. So Archangel Uriel is helping you to find meaning in life. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but yellow flowers, specifically sunflowers, are the sign of friendship. And there's something about a yellow flower that I just love. And I love the fact that it is the sign of friendship, because I literally feel that we are all connected. Right? All of us here in the chat together on this channel, we're all connected. And I just, there's something about that really speaks to me. Do you know what I mean? All right, friends, let us continue. So that, yes, sunflowers for Ukraine. Thank you, Kylo. That's excellent. I love that. And it did jump right out, Sherry, right? So we have, oh, and Charlotte is here on the table, wants to walk all over Mommy's card. Sweetheart, you can't do that. Please don't sit on the computer keyboard, because you will remove everyone from the chat or knock me off the screen. Come on, sweetheart. Come this way. Come. Okay, watch this, folks. This is how we get her off the table. You ready? Look, you want some? Want some? Look. Want it? Oh, Daddy's calling you. Daddy's calling you. There you go. Honestly, it's like a zoo here, friends. Okay. So, what card are we going to pull next? So we're going to move to mine. Oh, hi, Cardamancy Mesquite. How are you, love? Good to see you. Yes, yellow is very cheery, Joanne. Very cheery indeed. All right. So I've got my own oracles out. So in my own oracle deck, there are the months of the year, the angel numbers, all the sleep terms. There's different interactions, different healing messages. You know what? I didn't know it either, Gypsy JJ, about the yellow flowers. But well, like when Mark and I got married, my flowers were yellow roses and blue hydrangeas. So, all right. Yeah. Daddy called Charlotte, and now all the kitty cats are going out there because they think they're getting TREATSs. We can't actually say the word out loud, or they will all be on the desk. All right. So, what do we need to know tonight? Wednesday, March the 30th. What do we need to know tonight to help us have a more restful sleep? Yes, I love that, Kylo. That's beautiful. All right. And they're falling. Here we go. All right. So we've got a whack load of cards that fell out. So the first card that we have is from the solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra speaks to us about our personalities, our self-esteem, and our gut instinct. Next up, we have manifesting. So this is part of the healing section. This is going after what you want, setting your goals, wish fulfillment, possibilities, and again, intentions. All right. Oh, hi, Pepper Jackie. Hi, Sarah Ann. So nice of you guys to be here. Happy Wednesday to you, my friends. So we have centering, which is focus, realignment, inner strength. So we're so far our messages are about following our instincts, right? Manifesting and centering ourselves, all about getting that good night's sleep, preparing us for that good night's sleep. We have our relationship with spirit, which is so important. Whether you believe in spirit, whether you believe in a higher power, whether you believe in a particular God, or you just believe in the divine, having a connection with something that is such a powerful force, in my personal opinion, just helps me to get through the day. It helps me to believe that everything is going to be okay. Helps me to believe that I'm going to be okay. So on this card, relationship with spirit, it's about being protected. It's about being guided, about feeling loved. It's about inner peace. It's about connection. Yes, absolutely, Andrea. 100% sleep repairs your body cells. So I've got this noise machine, right? Now, there are many different forms of noise machines. You can have apps that have people's voices sort of talking to you. You can have the lovely sounds of water and that very rhythmic motion of waves. You can have like thunder or rain falling on a roof. There's so many wonderful noise sort of, what do you call them, like recordings, I guess, that you can use to play. This is going to help you way more than a television with its bright lights flashing in your face is ever going to assist you. And just as a note, oh, thank you, Vivian. Thank you for being here, my friend, and thank you for saying that. I mean, honestly, friends, I was on the ceiling last night. Pretty much had to peel me down. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it, and I'm so grateful for Susan Lynn for coming on, truly. Getting back to the TV thing, we did a whole series on achieving wellness about how to increase positivity in different areas of our life. And one of the last things that we talked about was how to increase a more positive or how to make a more positive sleep routine. It's actually called sleep hygiene. It is a thing. I didn't know it was a thing, but there you have it, my friends. And making this routine, nightly routine, to benefit your sleep really does assist in your overall well-being. And you're never going to find your life purpose, my friends, without a great night's sleep. So getting back to the television, the lights flashing from the TV. Apparently, according to my research that I did when I did that particular broadcast on sleep, the light, when our brain sees the light flash, we think it's morning. We think it's time to wake up. It's a signal to us to get up, to be more awake, more alert. So when the TV is flashing and, that's sending your brain mixed signals, which I just thought was really, really interesting because honestly, I never really thought about it. So the next card that we have is balance, which of course, is being in the flow, finding that equilibrium, things coming together for you, right? We have the synchronicity of 999, and we also got the synchronicity of 888. So be on the lookout for these synchronicities. You may see them. Perhaps you've already been seeing them. 888 is about balance. It's about the universal unity. So harmony, really. It's about success and abundance. 999 speaks to things being released, things coming to an end, you thinking of the next step. So here's how angel numbers work. And I only know this because I've seen 1111 for 20 years. And so I've investigated it in every which way I possibly can. If you see these numbers all the time, consistently, consecutively, in terms of like on a license plate, it's the change that you get from the store. That's how much your grocery order costs. That's how much your meal costs at the restaurant. That's every time you look at the clock, that's what it is. That's what I mean. Those kinds of things. If you're seeing 999 in places like that, or 888, or any angel number sequence for that matter, it's a message from spirit. It's a message from your guides. It's a message from a passed over loved one. So try to think about what you were thinking just before you saw that. So you're standing in the kitchen and you're making dinner, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I want to wear a red dress tomorrow. And then you look over at the clock and it's 999. That's a message that the red dress is the thing that you should wear tomorrow, right? I don't know if that helps or not, but there you have it. All right. Andrew says blue light and radiation is problem with screen viewing, eye damage over time. And sorry, bear with me here. I'm going up here for Sherry H says, having a nightly routine helps to brushing your teeth, washing your face, putting on PJs, fixing the coffee pot for the morning. Repetitive actions tells your body it's time for sleep. Yeah. So when we did that whole series, Sherry, on sleep, the sleep hygiene routine, was yes, speaking to a routine of that nature, like whatever does it for you, whatever helps you. But it was mostly talking about in the bedroom, like what you do specifically before you go to bed, like the minute before you go to bed. So keep a note, like a sticky note or a journal beside your bed. Write down the 3 things or the 5 things or whatever the case may be that you're worried about, the 3 things that have been on your mind all day. So you get them on a piece of paper out of your head. Literally, as you're writing them down, you say, okay, that was today. I've worried about these enough. I'm putting them on this sheet of paper. I'm going to go to bed without these thoughts in my mind, and tomorrow's another day. Turning off the TV, listening to the white noise machine, or just a noise machine. Things like changing your sheets, having like a Himalayan salt lamp, those types of ideas. But yes, I agree that a morning, like a ritual before you go to sleep, you you do this and then you do that, and you do this and then you do that type of thing, definitely helps to keep you organized, and remind yourself that it's time, right? All right, we're going to pull some tarot cards here and see what we can get. Thank you, Jackie. Yes, so tomorrow night, thank you for reminding me. I appreciate you guys. Y'all keep me organized. Tomorrow night, Circle of Friends Tarot, which is my collaborative channel with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. We have open mic night on Thursdays, so if anyone is interested in doing that, and no, you don't have to come up on the screen and perform all by yourself. We will be there with you. So, but tomorrow night we have our first open mic guest, and that is Ivana Intuitive. So I do hope everyone can join us for that. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the following week, Sherry H will be up. And then the following week, we have Cardamancy Mesquite coming up. We got lots of wonderful people coming to join us. So don't miss it. All right. You are not singing on the channel, Mark. Yes, Diane. Absolutely. Or Diana, sorry. Yes. All right. What do we need to know? Oh, Doris Smith says she loves to listen to pink noise. What is pink noise? I don't know that I'm familiar with that term, Dora. All right. What do we need to know for a restful night's sleep? So we have our first card out. Come on, Spirit, talk to me. What do we need to know tonight for a restful night's sleep? What do we need to know? Thank you. Okay, interesting. Whoa. See that? You ask for what you get. Okay, friends. So this is interesting. Andrea, you just wrote, worry dolls are wonderful for setting worries. And I literally just pulled the Three of Swords. Now, okay, so this is what I've got, friends. And I do apologize. I'm kind of like going back and forth. So I've got the King of Swords out as the first card. So this is kind of like the current energy, right? The King of Swords is all about someone who is a really wise leader, a great communicator, someone who seeks truth. He's very analytical, very logical, right? Swords is all about your intellect, your mind, what's going on upstairs. Next to that, we have the Two of Swords. Right, and you'll notice in the image that her eyes are covered, and you know the birds are sort of wrapping this like sort of string around her. So this is someone who's at a crossroads, someone who has to make a decision, and they're really not sure which way to go, which is the best option. It's sort of like a feeling of not being able to see the truth in front of you, right? And that is sort of like the influences from the past. Okay. Now, next to that, we have possible obstacles and challenges, and this is never an obstacle or a challenge. We have the Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment card, and you can see in the image that she's jumping over or jumping up for joy. There's a chest there with gold in it. So this is someone who's all their manifested dreams are coming true, right? It's about joy. It's about contentment. It's about abundance. Then we have the Three of Swords, and this is in the possible outcome position. Remember, friends, possible, right? Now, this image looks very scary, looks dark. It can speak to being heartbroken. It can speak to someone who is feeling hurt, someone who is feeling weighted down by shadows, by past traumas, by past pains. But it's also speaking to an opportunity to address those shadows. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups, and that's like the overlying energy. So you can see in the image that he is, got his hand up to his face, and the other hand is sort of like, look, think of this as like the shell game, right? Where he's like, oh, which one should I choose? So what I'm gathering from this is that the Two of Swords, which is this indecision, this crossroads, this like left or right, I'm not really sure. That if you make the wrong decision, and I don't like to say things like this, so please hang on till I'm finished, you're either going to have your wishes fulfilled or you're going to be totally heartbroken, right? Because you know that you need to make this choice and you're concerned that you're making the right choice. I want to remind everybody of what Susan Lynn said last night. So let's not call it a mistake. Let's call it a choice, right? If you make a choice, you go to the restaurant and you choose roast beef. Man, you don't like it. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You don't order the roast beef again? You go back next time and you order the chicken? Nothing horrible is going to happen to you if you don't make the right choice. As long as you believe in yourself, as long as you stand in your power and stand tall and believe in your strength as a person, as long as you have good coping mechanisms, right? Yes, exactly, Anna. Thank you. Get out of the glue trap. Get out of the glue trap. So, oh my gosh. Vivian says, I had nightmares often, but did not wake up screaming at Kelmar. So now my night routine makes me think of the Freddy Krueger movies. Uh-oh. Yes, exactly, Andrew. So the whole point that I'm making here is that, tarot cards are great and they're great for a lot of things. But don't forget that you have free will. And I want to say this because it's important, and I try to say this all the time. Yes, as human beings, as adults, we have the ability to choose left or right, happy, not, good, bad, whatever. But it doesn't mean that it's set in stone, is my point, right? It doesn't mean it's set in stone. And for people who suffer with anxiety or a mental health disorder like I do, when people say that you made that choice to be negative, I get triggered by that because I did not choose to have anxiety panic disorder. I made choices that affected it and did not help it. But at the time, I thought that they were the right choices for me, if that makes sense. So why I'm saying that, what I'm saying is to remember that you always have free will, right? That making a choice does not mean that it's set in stone, does not mean that you cannot correct course, that you cannot change course, right? That you will not ever have a positive or a good outcome. So I don't want anyone to feel that way. So let us continue to pull cards, because what we have here, friends, is a case of an either or. So let's see if we can pull some more cards, and let's get some more insight to help us be able to make the right choice for us, right? Yes, Kylo, I do agree that some decisions can alter the course of your life. But I also think that if we are aware that a particular decision or a choice does not feel good to us, that we can correct course to make it more beneficial to us. I truly believe that. I mean, I am a prime example of that, right? I corrected course after 9.5 years. So, oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's awful. I've had those too. So, a couple of things that you can do. Yep, absolutely, Andrea. So, Joanne, just a couple of things, and I don't mean to single you out, love, but you shared with us your situation yesterday, and again, I'm very sorry for your loss. So, a couple of things that you can do to assist yourself is to journal before you go to sleep. That helped me immensely. Getting the thoughts in my head out of my head, allowing my head to be more clear, and writing my thoughts down on a piece of paper. That was a great benefit to me. I also invested in some essential oils. So this is all natural. There's Roman chamomile, lavender, and citrus, and a few other natural kind of ingredients. This is a roll-on bottle, and it's made by a company here in Canada, so I'm not sure that you can get it, but I know that you can get all types of these things. This is a stress release. This is what this is called. It's a roller ball, and I roll it on, as recommended, on the back of my neck, my wrists, sometimes on my chin, and it really does calm me down. There's the tapping exercises that you can do. There's breathing exercises that you can do to help you sort of get yourself back into that relaxed state. There's lots of visualization. There's a great visualization, if I do say so myself, on my channel. I'm pretty good at doing visualizations, and I can literally transport myself right out of a bad or almost like panicked kind of scenario with that. There's also crystals, of course, that you can use to help, like rubbing stones. So this is my amethyst, and you just sort of put it in your hand and rub. Drinking water. So after dinner, no caffeinated, no alcoholic beverages, just water. Water actually calms you down. It is like, that's not me saying that, that's a scientific fact, and I had no idea. And when I implemented drinking water after dinner, I found that I was sleeping better. I also chew gum. You guys will notice I chew gum all the time. Chewing gum does two things. One, it slows your mind down, and two, it helps you to concentrate. For me, when I would have a panic attack, my throat would close up, and I literally couldn't swallow, and I couldn't breathe. And so my mouth got very dry. And when my mouth was getting dry, I would get panicked. So it was like almost like a double-edged kind of thing. And so I started chewing gum to help that. And so now what I do is just pop a piece of gum in my mouth. If I'm going to put myself in a situation where I think I might be nervous or I might be tense, and it really does help to calm me down. So I hope that some of those things help, my love. And of course, Joanne, please feel free to ask a question in the chat. Of course, you can email me, and I can try to help if I can. Yes, weighted blankets. I can't do the weighted blankets because, I'm of a particular age, and, we get hot at night, right? So we've got from the Moonology deck, be bold and make the first move. So again, this is about the choices, right? So remembering last night's discussion, right? And I don't mean to keep going back to last night's discussion, but it seems to be filtering into this reading. So last night's discussion, when we said, we've touched on two things here, right? One being that we have free will, and if we make a wrong choice, what is the very worst thing that's going to happen? It's recognizing that choice doesn't fit your life. That's the important part, not focusing on I made a boo-boo or I didn't make a great decision for myself, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is being bold and making the first move. Avoidance breeds anxiety. So if you are the Two of Swords and you're all like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And do I go left? Do I go right? Do I say yes? Do I say no? Do I go up? Do I go down? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You are doing more damage to your inners and causing yourself more stress than if you just made a choice, even if it was not the correct one for you. You are actually doing more damage to yourself than sitting yourself down and saying, okay, self, what does Kelly want to do about said situation? Avoidance breeds anxiety. It breeds fear. So be bold, and make the first move, my friends. All right, moving on. It's possible, Kylo. I mean, I'm not a Libra, so I don't know, but I've never actually thought of it like that. But I think it's interesting because yes, in the Two of Swords, there is, like in this deck specifically, there is the tattoo of the Libra scales on her arm. Yeah, I hear you, Sherry. You know what you could do, Sherry, is sometimes it's just the comfort of it, right? Sometimes it's just the comfort. They use weighted blankets for autistic children and find it very, very useful. The heaviness, that weightiness, that sort of like someone's constantly cuddling with them. You could always try to use like a body pillow to maybe get the same result without feeling like you were sort of trapped or cocooned. We have from the Moonology Manifestation deck, New Moon in Taurus, Know Your Worth. I mean, this is really it. This is the ticket, right? What is your life purpose? Is your life purpose to be all caught up like this, all tied up, blindfolded, going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, in a total panic all the time? Of course not. That's not a life. So be bold, make the first move, and know your worth, right? All these cards that we got before, talking about our gut instinct and our balance and our intentions. Remember, we always have free will. Oh my God, please don't anyone get them started on what a sign is. Good Lord, we'll be here all night. Whoops, sorry. Scrolling up. I missed what. Okay, so Joanne, at Vivian, I don't sleep much, so I guess when I'm so tired and I do sleep enough, I dream. Okay, Joanne. Here's what I'm going to say. And forgive me, because we're just getting familiar with each other, so I don't want to assume that you don't know things or that you do know or what you know and what you don't. Just mean this to be helpful. So I recently started having visions. I've never had visions before where Spirit's trying to show me stuff. And I was a little freaked out by one of the visions that I saw. So I literally just said, and now I say every night before I close my eyes, as I lay down my head on the pillow, I literally say, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please keep me safe and keep me protected. Please don't show me anything or send me any messages that will frighten me. And I literally haven't had a vision since I said that. So you can take that for what it's worth. I found it helpful because I felt like I was in control of it, if that makes sense. I don't need to wake up from a nightmare like the nightmare that I had and literally couldn't sleep for like 3 nights after it. So maybe try that, love. It might help. All right. Andrea says, we all have what I call a bouncer guide. Ask your bouncer guide to stay on duty throughout the night. Yeah, absolutely. You can also ask Archangel Michael to protect you, to cast a bubble of protection over you, to keep you safe, if that would make you feel better. Yes, I'm claustrophobic as well, Sherry, so I get you. I always have the window open. Hi, Jay. How are you, love? So glad that you're here, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. Yeah, my therapist told me that, and I literally felt like a dingbat, because here's the thing, I just never connected the dots. I literally never connected the dots before. Oh, you're welcome, Joanne. Yeah. Good for you, Vivian. Look at what I have, friends. So the next card that we have is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and we have this, how serene does that picture look? How peaceful. Stillness with the gorgeous, gorgeous white swan. Just allow yourself to be. Think about the very first card that we pulled. Allow yourself to take a moment and just stare at that flower. Take a moment and look at what's happening there, right? The sun is shining down and the flower is tilting its head up. It's soaking up all the energy from the sun and letting it flow all through it. When it gets all of its energy from the sun, then what happens? Then the insects come, the bees and the flies and the other creepy crawlies, and they're all around the flower trying to get, don't you hop on this desk, little girl. Sorry, talking to Charlotte. All of the insects are getting all of their nutrients from the flower. It is a whole chain reaction. So I want you to think of yourself as a flower, right? I want you to think of yourself as a flower. If you want to be bright and receive in the morning, as all flowers do, because they all stand up in the morning when the sun comes out, ready, like, we're here, look at us, feed us, empower us. What do they do at nighttime? They sort of sink their heads down and they go into their little cocoon, like Andrea said. That's your weighted blanket, right? That's that kind of feeling. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Got on my soapbox. Sorry about that, friends. All right. A part of me feels slightly claustrophobic, but a part of me wants to explore caves, so I don't know. That's interesting, Kylo. I'm gonna have a think on that as to what I might want to suggest for that. All right. That's interesting, Anna. Yeah, maybe it's like a shadow thing or like a past life thing. No, I wouldn't do that. Look at this, my friends. We have this wonderful card from the Sacred Forest Oracle, Owl Spirit Wisdom. Again, speaking to all the same things that we keep saying, we must believe in ourselves, right? Yes, exactly, Andrea. It's funny that you say that, because I was thinking the same thing. About their feet moving like a million miles a minute under the water, but on top of the water they look so majestic and graceful and in control, really. The total King of Swords, kind of, sitting at the top of the mountain, like looking out, like they're totally in control when you see them on the top of the water, but underneath the water they're like a hot mess, right? All right, we're going to pull another card from our new deck, the Angel Quest Oracle. Let's see what we've got here. We've got family harmony. Now just look at that gorgeous photo. This is card number 1. Your guardian angel is urging you to maintain loving, positive relationships with those close to you. This is making me feel like it's possible that if you are making these choices, that you alone are worried about these, or you're worried more so than the other people that might be involved in these decisions. As we prove here all the time in this community, in this chat, in different chats, in different rooms, we must support each other. We don't have to be alone. There's no shame or blame in asking for assistance in any way, shape, or form. Because if the alternative is to do that to yourself, that's not really an alternative. You know what I mean? So choose to reach out. All right, moving on to the animal spirit wisdom. I seem to be totally on my soapbox tonight. I do apologize. I'm not trying to be on my soapbox. These cards are just really speaking to me tonight. All right, what can we tell everybody from the animal spirit wisdom deck? What do we need to know tonight before we go to sleep, please? What do we need to know, Spirit? We have antelope, new pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. I want to steal a line from my favorite, one of my favorite readers, Lisa Smith, nailed it. Which I didn't. I just shuffled the cards. Spirit's the one that pops the cards out. Again, like I said, I just literally said this very same thing, right? If this is your alternative to sit there and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, is that really what you want to be doing? So, like we got in our other card, be bold, make the first move, right? That was our card that we got, right? Be bold, make the first move. So in other words, to make a choice. Choose what feels right, but don't wait so long to choose, because then like maybe it didn't feel right at all. Do you know what I mean? Like if you allow yourself to get stuck in the motion of, oh my God, almost, if that makes sense. I feel like I didn't explain that well, but I hope you know what I mean. All right. All right, we have just a couple more cards here. I won't keep you guys forever. I do thank you for hanging out with me tonight. You guys are awesome. Just don't forget to like, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff that you're supposed to do. Share, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is Circle of Friends Tarot. It's a collaborative channel that I share with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, friends. You really can't. I've got two cards that came out here from the Power of Surrender deck. We have Surrender to Your Full Power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Be bold, make the first move. We have Surrender to Inner Peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibe too, and your life will flow more easily. Your life will flow more easily, so you won't be sitting there going, oh my God, which one? Which one is the jackpot? Which one is the one I'm supposed to choose? All right. So we had several cards pop out there. All right. So I'm going to read the one. I'm going to read the one that I literally think is the one that popped out first, but I will read. These are guardian angel oracles, so they have like lots of little messages on them, but I've got invitation, action, and inner child, which I just thought was really interesting because we pulled this card for the family harmony. But the one I feel that we're supposed to be zoning in on is conflict. So, feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. Choices, my friends. The Two of Swords. The Seven of Cups. Choices. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. I'm going to say that again. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. Now, I understand that in some particular cases, like when it comes to an occupation or a job, we're not always in a situation where we can make those kinds of choices, right? That we feel like, because we have responsibilities and we're accountable and we have families, etc., bills, whatever the case may be, that we have to just go along with the hand that we're dealt. Okay, so if that's the case, how are we going to feel better about the hand that we're dealt? The only way that you're going to feel better about the hand that you're dealt is to feel better about you. That is when you kick in and start working on you, yourself. Doing some self-care, doing some self-love, doing journaling, meditation, manifestation, visualization techniques, breathing techniques, all of these things can help you to lift your vibrations and come from a place of love, a place from gratitude, a place of positivity. If you're positive and happy and your heart is full of peace, guess what, my friends? Everything around you starts to look a lot more positive, a lot better, and you feel better. That's interesting, Kylo. That is really interesting. The root of suffering is attachment. I think I don't want to disagree with you, Kylo, but I would say that most people really are free. They just think that they're not. Now, there are a lot of people like myself who have anxiety, panic disorder, who literally feel trapped. Who literally feel like this is not a choice. Because I didn't make this choice. Now, I want to share something with you before I go any further, so that I can explain what I mean by that statement. And again, I'm only speaking about myself. I'm not speaking about others. So, 10 years ago, my mother died. It was 10 years ago this past Saturday. The day after my mother died, I found out my father was terminal. And somewhere in between that, I developed anxiety panic disorder. And I was having 6 to 8 panic attacks a day. I lost my job. I almost lost my home. I almost lost my marriage. And my life has been hijacked from me since that point in time. I do not leave my house. And that's not because of the pandemic. I am afraid to go in a restaurant. I'm afraid to go near my friends. I'm afraid to meet my neighbors. I'm afraid to literally drive my car. I'm afraid to go into a store. I am afraid of the dentist, which is why my teeth are falling out of my head. I'm afraid of the doctor. I have white coat syndrome, which is fear of a doctor. I'm afraid of being sick. I'm afraid I'm going to die. I mean, the list is endless. And someone once said to me, well, many times people have said to me that this was a choice, that I could choose to be positive. And I'm not going to get into how Kelly felt, but I will tell you this. I felt some sort of way, friends, because I did not choose to have anxiety panic disorder. I did not choose to lock myself into my house because I'm afraid to go outside. I did not choose to be afraid to go in the shower because one time I had a panic attack in the shower, and every time I go in the shower, I feel panicked. That was not a choice that I made. However, time heals. And when I got to a relatively good spot, after lots of therapy and lots of support from this wonderful community, information sharing, people just accepting me for who I was, flaws and all, I started to be ready to accept things. And all of a sudden, I went out on my front porch, as I often do, at nighttime because it's safe. There's no one around then. So there's no one pointing at me going, hey, look at the weirdo who just came out of her house. And I sat there and I love nighttime, and I looked up at the stars and the beautiful tree. It was last summer. And I was just looking up at the moon, doing my thing. And all of a sudden I started to cry. I mean, I wasn't sobbing, but the tears were coming down my face. And it just hit me like a 2x4 in the back of my forehead. That was like, oh my God, I did this. It's going to make me cry. I did this. I did this to myself. Now, what I own is that my fear was so strong and so real that I literally hijacked myself from my own life because I was scared to death. I was not bold. I did not push myself forward. I did not believe in myself. I did not believe in my personal power. I did not believe in my personal strength. I did not believe in Kelly. And so I allowed my anxiety to literally take over me. It took me 9 years. 9 really long, really hard years. But I sat on that front porch and the tears came down my face and I went, damn, I did this. So I wiped my face off and I came in the house. I didn't have an action plan. I just knew I had to make a change. And that was the night when I realized that I needed to be grateful that I had that realization. And as soon as I started coming from a place of gratitude and being open to just hearing about how I could make some differences in my life, things started to change. So, that's my story. And I only shared that because I hope that it helps somebody. You are never going to be bullied into being a better person. You have to work really, really, really hard at bettering yourself. But each of us has the capability of being a better version of ourselves. And that is what I try to do. That is what I try to do every day, is be a better version of the Kelly that I already know and love. Because the Kelly that I know and love is a pretty great person, as each of us here are. Whatever setback that we may be going through, whatever challenges we may be facing, whatever issues we are dealing with, they don't define you. They don't define your person. They don't define your heart. They don't define your intellect or your ability to be compassionate or your ability to receive love or give love. It is just that. It is a setback. It is a challenge. It's a situation. It's a tough road, whatever the case may be. It does not impact who you are. You, and only you are in control of who you are. The key here is to grab a hold of the control that you have over yourself and get it back to where you need it to be. And how I did that was mirror work. As I talked about last night, I grabbed that mirror and I started talking to myself as if I was talking to my best friend. What would my best friend tell me? What would my sister tell me? What would my mom tell me? And that's how I got myself to a good spot. Oh, thank you, Diana. I appreciate you saying that, my love. And thank you, Kylo. Thank you, everybody. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I felt it was necessary. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dora. You guys are so kind. I mean, I didn't go off on a tangent because I wanted people to say wonderful things about me. I went off on a tangent because it's important, and I don't want anyone to ever misunderstand. You know, I know that the road is rough. Whatever your circumstances, whatever your situation, the road is rough. It's real easy for me to sit here on the side of the camera and go, oh, look at me, everything's great now, so you should all be great too. I would never say that. I will never say that. I don't walk in your shoes. I have no idea what you go through. No idea. I can only speak from my personal experiences, and I know that the last 9 years of my life have sucked. Absolutely. Absolutely sucked. But here's the point. I sat here for the last 9 years thinking about how bad my life sucked, and oh, woe is me, and poor me, and oh my God, my life sucks, and this is awful, poor me, poor me, poor me. Now, in the 10th year, I'm like, you know what? Okay, that was then. I'm looking forward. So when that negative voice knocks on my head and goes, wait, you can't go for a car ride because you're afraid to drive. Remember, well, you can't go in the store because you're afraid of that. I will take it one step at a time, and I will deal with the challenges as they present themselves to me. I will listen to my body. I know when I can do something and when I can't. I'm not going to force myself to do something that makes me unhappy or uncomfortable, but I feel better just having the headspace that I feel like I might be able to put my toe outside the door. Do you know what I mean? So all of that, to me, in my personal opinion, comes from my personal power. It comes from my core strength. And I choose to lift myself up. I choose to, you know, turn my frown upside down. Not to be trite, but I mean, literally, I want to be that sunflower. I want to be this guy here. Right? I want to stand tall. I want to stand proud. I want to put my head up to the sun and say, feed me. Just bring it on. I'm ready. Just bring it on. I'm ready. But you really, really have to be ready. And I would say, I just want to add this because this is really, really important to me, that you all understand that it is most important that you don't force this. There is no timeline for this stuff. When you're ready, you're going to know. You will know. I mean, think of it this way. You know, when you have a cold and you're just like dragging your ass and you are so tired and you're like, oh my God, like I just feel like I've been run over by a Mack truck, right? And on day like 3, you're like, it's okay, you know, like just like crawl into bed, put your jammies on. On day 4, you're like, oh God, am I ever, like my nose is like going to fall off my face. You know what I mean? Like that whole kind of deal. On day 7, you're like, okay, enough. I am so sick of giving into this. I'm sick of feeling like crap. I'm sick of feeling this way. I'm going to go out and have a good time. I'm going to put my best dress on or my best suit on. I'm going to take extra time in the bathroom, you know, putting my face on or doing my hair or whatever the case is going to be. I'm going to go for a manicure. You know what I mean? When you get to like 6th or 7th day of the cold or the flu, you're like, okay, enough already. I've had it. I'm sick of feeling this way. It took me 9 years, but I finally had that moment. And so I'm just trying to say, to encourage you to be patient with yourself. Remember who you truly are. Remember all the things that you've done, all the things that you've accomplished, all the things that you have witnessed in your life, all the things that you have participated in your life. They all make up you. Give yourself a break. Be gentle. Do some mirror work. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself up a little bit. Lift yourself. Lift your core. Lift your strength. And when you have that moment, and it will come, you will be ready to move forward instead of feeling stuck. Hi, JR. How are you, love? Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Linda. How are you, love? Happy Wednesday, my friend. Thank you for being here. You snuck in. I didn't even notice you there, love. I'm sorry, Linda. Yeah, I've heard that before, Kylo. That's an excellent song. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we do, Dora, absolutely need to hear the truth. And I think that, I mean, I can't speak for others, but I know for me, I think really this, I have such a hard time articulating this. For me personally, oh, hi, H716. I love the name. It's cute. How are you? I think for me, the most important thing that I can impart is this. And again, this is me personally. I mean, I feel like I always talk in analogies because it's just easier for me to articulate this way. So you need to go to therapy, Kelly. I think that you would benefit from talking to a medical professional. Okay. So I go to the doctor and it's like, 6 months and before I'm going to get in. And then I go to this doctor and they're like, it's 3 months. And I like, okay, well, I could pay someone out of my pocket and I could go, but it's like, $200 an hour. And like, oh, it's going to be like 19 sessions before I get anywhere. You know what I mean? So other people were hearing that as Kelly's not doing everything she can to make herself better. Right? So I would say that. And then the response I would get back, no matter what it was, good, bad, in the middle, indifferent, whatever, no matter what the response was, all I was hearing is, you are horrible. You're not doing enough. You don't want to better yourself. That's what I was hearing. Because why? I was stuck and I wasn't ready. Right? When you are ready, then you're ready. Now, in my specific case with diagnosed anxiety panic disorder, a lot of people do not understand this. A lot of people don't get this. And what it is that when you suffer from anxiety panic disorder, you have a very difficult time concentrating or focusing. So, if I'm sitting there literally listening to someone have a conversation and trying to give me tips and suggestions and whatever, I didn't hear anything you said. You have to, my sister and I have joked about this so many times. My husband and I have joked about this several times, that he could literally tell me something 10 times. And it was only on the 10th time that I was like, oh, that's a really great idea. And he's like, oh my God, really? But I wasn't in a position where, because I was panicked, that I was able to even understand what he was telling me, because I was literally closed. So that may be why I have a different perspective about the moment that that you're ready, if you understand what I mean. But I do think that it's important to mention, because I know I'm not the only one who suffers from anxiety panic disorder. Not everyone talks about it as openly as I do, and that's totally fine. I just like to be as honest as possible when I share these things, so that you understand the place that I'm coming from, right? And I don't mean to imply that my way is the right way. It's just what worked for me, right? We're all about sharing information here and trying to help each other as we navigate these tricky waters. So, with all of that being said, it really is asking for help and telling the truth really is the beginning, Andrea. And, when I sit here and I think about, how many missed opportunities I had, that makes me feel really sad, but I can't do that. I can't live behind me. I can only live in front of me, right? Yes, absolutely, Linda. 100%. It is very, very difficult. Yeah. I mean, therapy is great. It doesn't always work for everyone. Sometimes it's just a simple case of click with your therapist. I mean, I've had enough of those. Trust me. I remember my first therapist that I went to. Please. I thought he needed a therapist, to be honest. I mean, the guy had flags on his windows and bobbleheads that were all sitting there doing this while I was talking, and I was like, I'm sorry, we're not really connecting right here, right? Nothing against bobbleheads or flags, but it just was distracting to me, I guess you should say. Yes, and my husband knows that to be the truth. I mean, hell, I had 19 prescriptions given to me before I even seen anybody. I mean, by my family physician before I seen a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever the case may be. They were just giving me all kinds of prescriptions. All right, so let's get off that track and let us talk about the card that Kelly just pulled. So this is our last card, and this is our sleep tight card. So these are a little exercise that you can do before you go to sleep. And I do apologize because this reading is supposed to be about something that's comforting, and I sort of feel like I might have missed the mark on that. So I do apologize. But just to rehash the message, it is about our life purpose, standing tall in our power, being kind to ourselves, and allowing ourselves to understand that a choice doesn't have to be like an oh my gosh situation, right? It doesn't have to be that way. That really is it. Yes, 100%, Andrea. 100%. I am very passionate about this, and I think the thing that honestly gets me going on my soapbox is when I feel like either A, I'm not getting my message across, or B, someone really needs to hear it. And I feel like there's 2 or 3 people in this chat right now that really need to hear what I'm saying, but I feel like they might be missing it, right? So I have a tendency to keep explaining myself. I do that. That's just who I am. I just want you all to know that I love each and every one of you. And no matter what our circumstances are, no matter, whether you have a mental health disorder or not, we've all had troubles. We've all had situations. Please feel free to email me. It's dzncats, 4, me, chats, all one word, @gmail.com. I'm happy to help if I can, if you don't feel like sharing in the chat. And sometimes one-to-one, I'm a little less crazy. Just kidding. I'm not crazy. All right. So we've pulled this wonderful card, and this is Love is in the Air, which is just beautiful because that sums up perfectly, how we started this whole reading out, which is life purpose, right? Which is Archangel Uriel is helping you to find the meaning in life. And so this is Love is in the Air. So lie in bed and close your eyes. If you wish, you can bring your hands over your heart. Imagine yourself as the receiver of all the love and gentle thoughts around you. Collect all of those gentle and loving thoughts that are around you with every breath. Breathe in deep. Breathe in the love and the harmony. When you feel that it's easy, when you're taking in those breaths to receive the love, when you feel that it's not like you're come to me, right? When it feels easy. You'll begin to trust the surroundings and you'll feel safe. So you've breathed in the love and now you feel safe and now you feel comfortable. And then you say out loud, I deserve and I accept the love. And that exercise is supposed to assist you to feel more peaceful and have a better night's sleep. As it suggests, sleep tight cards. I hope that everybody liked that. I think that that's a great way to sort of end that. Now, so we've ended the reading. I am here. I'm not going anywhere. If anyone wants to talk, if you want to talk about something different, anyone wants some cards thrown for them, I'm up for it. I sort of feel like we're not supposed to just end yet. So if y'all want me to stay, I'm here. Joanne, do you live in Canada as well? Welcome to the club, my friends. The Connect Club, as they call us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gypsy JJ. Thank you, Herc213, Jay. Jay and I are going to be on Ron's channel on Saturday night, by the way, if anyone is interested. Are you, Joanne? Love it. Jay, are you on a reading? Exactly, Linda. That's exactly, well, I mean, Linda has knowledge because she knows me and she's been part of my chat since the beginning. So she knows that, like, where I'm coming from. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. And thank you, Vivian. I think that you are equally amazing, my friend. And thank you, Sherry H, for saying that. I feel like I went on a bit of a tangent, but that's okay. Tangents sometimes are good. Oh, hello, Ron. I was just talking about you. Saying that we're going to be on your channel, not talking about you. That didn't sound right. That did not come out right. JR, let me know what you want a reading on, love. You want just like a general reading or... Or I can do the other thing if everyone wants cards, like you can pick a number and I'll just pull cards for you. If you want to do that, sometimes the change is just what we need. Yep. Thank you, Sherry. You're sweet for saying that. I appreciate that, my friend. All right, Andrea. Have a good night, my love. Sleep well, my friend, and sweet dreams, of course. All right. JR would like a reading. JR would like a reading. Thank you, Diana. All right. Just a general reading, eh? All right. Let me run my cards over the flame over here beside me. And take a wee sip of my drink. I'm a wee bit parched, friends. All right. What does my good friend JR need to know? Oh, thank you, Anna. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you, my friend. All right, Ron, you have something to eat, love. Yeah. They really are, Joanna. They really are, love. I keep calling you Joanna, and I'm so sorry. I can see your name is Joanne, but I keep calling you Joanna. I do apologize. Sorry. It took me about 3 months to remember that Anna is Anna and not Anna. So. Forgive me, my friend. All right, what does JR need to know? It's a message for JR tonight. Message for JR. Don't forget, everybody, Sun Psychic Jean will be here on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So pop in and have some readings. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why I keep seeing Joanna. That's weird. It's really, really interesting. Hi, Marcia. How are you, love? Happy Wednesday, my friend. All right. What does JR need to know? Message for JR. I didn't even literally say it, like shuffle anything, and the card is already fallen out for you, JR. Message for JR, please. What does JR need to know? For his highest good spirit, what does JR need to know? What is the message for JR, please? Oh, the cards want to talk to you, JR. Message for JR, please. What does JR need to know? Message for JR, please. JR, are you feeling a little bit upside down, love? You feeling a bit like, I don't know. I don't want to say confused, but a bit, just a bit upside down, a bit sort of like in your thoughts, in your head about stuff. I sort of feel that you might be like, I don't know that you're like, what is this, what does it all mean kind of idea, but okay. Oh, yep. All right. So JR, you got excellent cards, first of all. And I always like to say that because I know that sitting on the other edge of the other side of the screen, waiting for a response, and I'm pausing for a reason. I was waiting for your answer. So here's why. So here are your cards, first and foremost, okay? So in the current energies position, you've got the Two of Wands, okay? Then in the past influencing position or influences from the past, you have the Ten of Cups. In your possible obstacles or challenges, you've got the Six of Wands in reverse, okay? Next to that, which is the possible outcome position, you've got the Six of Pentacles. And then this card was flipped over inside the deck, which is the Hanged Man. And that is why I asked, that and the Six of Wands in reverse is why I asked if you were feeling a little upside down about things. The Strength card is on the bottom of the deck, and that's sort of the overlying energy. So the Two of Wands is all about sort of being very strategic about what you're doing. You're sort of mapping and planning and strategizing, your work, your business, your travel plans. Like it's really like a thought, sort of methodical thought kind of process, if that makes sense. Then you've got the Ten of Cups. That's the happy home card. So that's feeling joy and love and, sort of, I mean, just look at the card. The whole family's wrapped in this beautiful rainbow colored ribbon, right? Being embraced by all that joy and all that love. The Six of Wands upright is about badass success. Literally, that's what it says in the book, my friends. In the reverse, it can mean that you're not seeing eye to eye with your own vision of what success means to you, right? What your own version of success means. It can also sort of be almost like a resentment type of energy, that you might be feeling like a sense of failure, right? Then you move on to the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, because this is earth energy, so this is about material stuff, so money, finances. This is about giving and receiving. So I feel like you may feel like you're, as much as you're taking in, you're pushing right back out, and you're a little upside down about that. The Hanged Man is about having a moment where you are unclear and then trying to find that said clarity, right? So you're literally upside down about it, but it's coming to you. This is a card that speaks to us about having an awakening, an aha moment, a moment where you are trying to process your thoughts, right? On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Strength card. This is about your inner strength and all the same things that we were saying in our reading tonight, which of course you're not aware of because you just popped in. But this is about your core strength. This is about who JR is deep down inside. This is about your heart and your person. You know what I mean? I'm going to pull some more oracle cards. And we can see if we can give you some more insight as to why you're feeling a little upside down, or how we might be able to assist you with that. Okay. Bear with me for a second. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories that you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So I realize that this is a chat, and I'm not asking you to share what you're feeling fearful about, but do you almost feel like you are fearing something? If you feel like sharing that, maybe we can help. Charlotte's coming to visit. She's trying to assist. Do you want to give JR a reading too, Charlotte? You're so sweet. Do you want to give JR a reading? Do you know how to read cards? She's literally going like this. And here she comes, friends. You gonna jump on? Say hi. Meow. That's it. You sit right in front of the screen. Good girl. Yes. You want to say hi to everybody so they know that you're here? Because you're so tiny, they can't see you. There's my tail. And there's Quincy on the back window, everybody. And Austin's on the bed, sleeping. All right, here we go. I'm going to pull one of these Angel Quest Oracle cards. Yep, I'll get her. Right now, she's sitting right up against the monitor. And if I grab her, all my cards are going to go. But I'm going to, just give me a second. I'll pull her close so you all can see her. JR, this is what I got for you, love. I got Life Review. Okay. Archangel Jeremiah, or Jamil, I'm probably totally mispronouncing that, wants you to understand how your actions are affecting yourself and others. So again, talking about what we were talking about earlier in terms of, remember that avoidance breeds anxiety. Okay. Anxiety breeds fear. So if you are fearful or fearing making a decision or a choice or a situation, and you are avoiding it, which is maybe what's causing you to feel upside down about it, perhaps do a little bit of work on yourself, right? Maybe do some journaling or do some mirror work, maybe some meditation to help calm you, might allow you to see the situation from a different light, so it's less fearful, right? I hope that helps, JR. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I love you right back, my friend. Hope you have a wonderful, restful sleep and sweet dreams, of course. Charlotte, you left and everybody wanted to see your beautiful little body. Mark Burner. Whoa. She's like, she doesn't like to be picked up. So, well, she's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, friends. But you can see Mark. Mwah. Hi, honey. Love you. Kelmar has put the cake away for the night, and he is going night-night. Does anyone else want a card or a reading, or we just want to chat? Pull out the pretzels, right? I actually, it's so funny. Did you see Quincy run because I said pretzels? I had a bag of pretzels here, and as soon as I touch the bag, they all come running. It's like food, right? But I literally put it away today because it'll be out. I mean, they chew on everything. Like, I found cards in the living room, so when I'm done here, I got to put everything like back in its spot, or they will chew it literally. All right, friends. Kelly's having a half of a cigarette. I'm not sure where JR went. I hope that helped JR. Kylo's there. Sure, absolutely. So, any particular card that you want, Linda? I feel like I wanna pull more than one card for you. Is that okay, Linda? Did I do that? Yeah, absolutely, Gypsy JJ. Oh, all right, JR. I just wanted to make sure that you got it. That's all. I hope I helped, my love. You know, it's funny, JR. I don't know why this even occurred to me, but I was thinking when you popped in. Like, I remember when I saw you way back when, like last year in the chats, you know, like almost like 9-10 months ago. And you were always just so kind, so sweet, always saying hi to me. And see, it's like you popped in right at the right time for a reason. All right. Card for Linda, please. What does Linda need to know tonight? Where's the message for Linda, please? Linda, I don't know how I just did what I just did, but that card didn't fly out, but it went sideways in my deck, and it is perfect. And so I'm going to also pull you a Guardian Angel Oracle to go with this. Of course not, love. I can do that for you. Of course, Kylo. Absolutely. You're so sweet, JR. I just adore you. All right, my friends, this is what I've got for you, Linda. Look at the gigantic smile on this card. Freedom. Freedom, Linda. Freedom. Archangel Zadkiel. Zad. I can't even say Z. As Canadians say, not Z, or we say Z, not Z. Adkiel is how you spell the name. is setting you free from the restrictions that you have been blocking. Sorry, that have been blocking your peace. Let me repeat that because I totally botched that. I do apologize. Freedom. Archangel Zadkiel is setting you free from the restrictions that have been blocking your peace. We have expression from the Guardian Angel Oracle. Absolutely, Kylo. All right, Diana, have a great night, my love. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you sleep well and sweet dreams, my friend. Expression. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. I hope that helps, my friend. All right. So we did JR, we did Linda, now we have Gypsy JJ, and then we have Kylo. All right, Gypsy JJ, Gypsy JJ, Gypsy JJ, Gypsy JJ. Well, Linda, I have no profound words of wisdom other than I know you, I believe in you, and I love you. So I hope that you find your inner peace. Keep working on it. It's difficult, my love. It really is. It's a challenge. Maybe do some mirror work. It will help. And just remember that you're loved and you're not in this alone. I'm here like 5 days a week. You can always find me. I'm always available to talk. If I can help in any way, of course. All right. Message from my good friend Gypsy JJ. What does Gypsy JJ need to know? Gypsy JJ. Message for Gypsy JJ, please. Well, so much for me smoking that cigarette, friends. I probably wasn't meant to have it anyway. One more card for Gypsy JJ. Wow, did you see that? That flew. All right, friends, you are not going to believe the card that I just pulled. This is really interesting to me. So I've got Rabbit. This is from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck. Gypsy JJ, this is for you, love. We've got Rabbit, Sensitive Soul. Strengthen your boundaries by cutting cords. Now, sometimes I don't agree that we need to cut cords. Because the cords are attached to us. They're attached to our life center, our life source, right? If you think of like the umbilical cord and a baby. But sometimes we need to cut the attachment of the cords. It's more like a metaphor than an actual, than a literal thing. I also pulled from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and I've got this card here, the same card that we got earlier tonight, which is Stillness. And again, I'm reminded what our good friend Andrea said in the chat earlier about how the swan looks so majestic and so peaceful and so serene on the top of the water as it floats by. but underneath the water, the feet are moving like 1,000,000 miles a minute. And so I think these cards match really well with each other because it's telling you to strengthen your boundaries so that who we see is really all of you, not just the part that you want us to see of you, if that makes sense. Right? So we don't just need to see the majestic side of you that looks like everything's well put together. It's okay for us to see your feet moving 1,000,000 miles a minute, because most of us are moving our feet 1,000,000 miles a minute also. So I hope that helps, love. All right. So Kylo, yes, absolutely, Linda. Absolutely. You can quit blaming others for what I've been doing to myself. Now, here's the thing. Really, really important, Linda. I don't know all your situation, but I do know some of it. So I'm going to use Kelly as an example, right? I say all the time about, how I've just learned to come from a place of gratitude. Because no, I wasn't grateful that, I got anxiety panic disorder and that I had a panic attack today, yada, yada, yada. I almost lost my home. I almost lost my marriage. I wasn't grateful for any of that because I felt like it was done to me, right? But I had to deal with it and get past it the only way I knew how. And the only way I knew how was to suffer for 9 years. That's on me. The point I'm trying to make is, if you think about the exercise from last night, the damn thing, we as human beings feel like we need to be able to check things off of a list, like the honeydew list on the fridge. Is it possible for you to adopt a concept that this just happened? It doesn't really matter why, it doesn't really matter who, it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter how. Just as a thought. So that it's not a fault, it's not a blame, it's just something that happened. Now, I'm not in any way saying don't work on it. That's not what I'm saying. So let me finish, right? Hear me out. So it's kind of like for people that have anxiety panic disorder, our therapists want us to tell them what our triggers are so we can avoid our triggers. Sometimes sitting in that headspace of why does this trigger me? Why does this trigger me? Why do I get triggered? How come this triggers me? Why does that trigger it? All I hear is you suck, you're stupid, you're crazy, you're nuts. That's all I hear. I don't hear that I'm trying to help myself, if you understand where I'm coming from. All I hear is that I'm bad. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. Obviously, I'm a nincompoop because I let this stuff get to me. When I stopped concentrating on the why and the how, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, only then was I able to assess the situation for how it made me feel and how I might be able to change how I feel about said situation, if that makes sense. So try to look at it from a situation of that happened, that was back there, you're going this way. Don't look back there, just go this way. If that makes sense. And that negative self-sabotage that you're doing in your head, you need to every day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day, whatever you feel necessary, every time that little guy knocks on the inside of your head and goes, Linda, what do you think you're doing? You can't do that. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. Whatever you hear, you tell it, I am not listening to that. And you keep practicing, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not. You have to train that muscle. You must train that muscle. Practice that constantly. And those two things combined should help you get to a place where you can deal with things in a situational kind of deal. Do you know what I mean? As they occur. Because I personally think you're taking on a lot. You're trying to fix, I don't know how old you are, but you're trying to fix the last 20 years, or the last 10 years of your life, or the last 5 years of your life like that. That's a lot. It took you 5, 10, or 15, or 20 years to get there. It's not going to work in a hot second. That's a lot That's a lot of pressure that you're putting on yourself. I don't know if that helps, love, but that's what I think. All right. No, thank you, Gypsy JJ. I'm glad that helps, my love. And you do. You need to equal at the top and the bottom. That's a great way to put it. I know that you have been through an awful lot, Gypsy JJ, and this self-work is not easy, friends. It is a constant, everyday challenge, no different than getting in your car and going to the office. You know what I mean? Or raising your kiddos. Just because they go to college doesn't mean that you're done as a mom or a dad, right? Or a parent. It's a constant work. And sometimes, just because we sort of fall out of balance. Yep. Linda, you know that I'm all about trying to control a situation, and I want you to know that I have been told my whole entire life that I am a control freak. And can I just tell you, that's telling someone who has a fear of letting go of control that they are a control freak is the complete opposite way of trying to lessen how they control things or making them feel better about releasing said control. That is the complete opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. The reason, Linda, why I try to control a situation is because I have been let down and disappointed and forgotten and abandoned, etc., 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 by every single person who ever was in a position to not disappoint me, love me, let me down, or whatever. So I felt like if I didn't do it myself, it wasn't going to get done. And so if I didn't control it to have the best possible outcome for Kelly, I was going to literally end up inside of a tornado or something. So I felt I had no choice. And it wasn't like I ever consciously went, oh yes, I must control everything. I never thought that. It just did it. It just came naturally to me. Kylo, I'm not sure if you're here, but I just think this is a great message for you, my love. And I'm sorry that I took so long getting to your card, but I have this wonderful card for you. This is Animal Protection. Look at that. What a gorgeous card that is. Hopefully you guys can see that. There isn't too bad of a glare. Animal Protection, Archangel Ariel is presenting you with opportunities to be of service of animals. Interesting. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're going to volunteer at like, an animal shelter. Maybe you're going to foster pets, maybe like a dog walking service or something. Maybe you're like a vet or a vet technician, or you work at a veterinarian's office. Maybe you are a trainer of guide dogs or support animals. I'm pulling another card for you, Kylo. I mean, it's a beautiful card, but I don't really understand what it means. Maybe you do. Try 60 plus years of suppressed anger and pain. Wow, Linda. I am inspired by you. I really am. Admitting that is no easy feat, my friend. Well, there you go. There you go, Kylo. Linda says today was the revelation that I wasn't angry at others around me, but I was angry with myself for blocking my own success and happiness. Yep. So this is an interesting card. So I've got make time for self-love, Kylo. So Archangel Ariel is presenting you with an opportunity to be of service to animals, and then you've got make time for self-love. And you just said, I don't know exactly that I have the time right now for a pet. So I'm wondering, indulge me, Kylo. Please indulge me. I'm going to pull 1 or 2 more cards here. Because I'm on the tip of something, but I don't know what I'm on the tip of. I got like an either or thing that I'm thinking. So it's either that you need a pet in your life to show you that you need more balance and more harmony, right? Because you're not, you know, because like you're so busy or whatever the case may be, or being around the animals is going to provide you with something that you might be lacking in the self-love department, in the feel-good department, if that makes sense. I got dog, divine service. How can you serve yourself better? So, my friend, I would say, if you feel like you don't have time to adopt a pet, perhaps maybe you should go to the local animal shelter and maybe sign up to be a volunteer and maybe walk the dogs, you know, once a week or something like that, or once every 2 weeks. Maybe just being around them is going to do for you what you need it to do, right? I think that's super interesting. So Archangel Ariel is presenting you with opportunities to be of service of animals. You've got make time for self-love and dog, divine service. How can you serve yourself better? So the message that we're getting here is that by you working with these animals, not only are you going to help the animals, but it's ultimately helping you. So helping you feel better about you. I mean, heck, maybe if a neighbor has a dog, maybe you could walk it or something like that, you know, buy it some treats and just, you know, maybe throw the ball around with them or something like that. It can be something literally as simple as that. You're welcome. Hi, Sharon Snipe. Happy Wednesday. Well, yeah, it's still Wednesday. Well, here, it's still Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Let me know if anybody else wants a card. It is a scientific proven fact, for those that don't know, that petting a dog or a cat, specifically a cat though, is very therapeutic. And, you know, like riding a horse is fabulous. There are lots of places that do therapy with horses for young children and young adults that are disabled. Physically as well as mentally disabled, and so it is something worth investigating, because there's a sense of freedom that you get with an animal that a person doesn't have that same type of energy. Not that people aren't free, but it's a different type of freedom, if you will. Of course, I would. You know what, Sharon Sipe, I would love to pull a card for you. Interior Tika, welcome, my friend. Happy that you're here. Let me pull a card for both of you. Oh, you're welcome, Kylo. My pleasure, my friend. Excuse me for a coughing. I love my New Jack friends. All right, Kylo, you have a wonderful rest. And of course, sweet dreams, my friend. And thank you so much for being here. Do let us know about the dog situation or the volunteering at the shelter or the dog walking. I'm excited to find out what you do, my friend. Anna says, when you pet a cat, they usually begin to purr. There's something about the purr that relaxes you to the point of almost meditation. Yeah. All right. Sharon Sipe. I got Enjoy the Journey. This is from my new deck, Angel Quest Oracle. So enjoy the journey. The message on the bottom of the cards read, the angels are inviting you to embrace adventure. So I'm not sure, are you planning on going somewhere? Because she's pointing at a door there. Maybe you're planning on going on a trip or just going on a little mini adventure, sort of something that you wouldn't normally do, and they're telling you to enjoy it, right? So maybe just step outside your comfort zone a little bit. I mean, not that I'm telling you to go on a trip, because you know that we'd miss you. But I would say this to you, my friend. You are always here doing so much for all of the readers and all the channel house. You probably deserve a good trip, my friend. Some well-deserved time off. All right. Terry Ortega. Message for Terry. What does Terry need to know? Message for Terry. Message for Terry. Beautiful. I love this for you, Terry. You've got Dragon from Gaia's Gateway. Message on the card reads, access Earth's inner wisdom. Dragon. Access Earth's inner wisdom. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Terry. I'm not sure why, but I feel inspired to do so. So that card was the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, and now I'm pulling from the Sacred Forest Oracle. These are like Earth, like kind of like an energy kind of opening kind of card, if you will. Wow. Did you see that? I didn't even say anything. I've got Mystic Meadows Sanctuary. So either you need, Terry, either the message is that you need to take a break and go spend some time in nature to sort of, you know, like just sort of soak up that zen, that energy, that sanctuary, that tranquility that nature offers. Or maybe you need to access Earth's inner wisdom in a way of maybe you need to go outside to be more grounded, right? You know, put your feet in the earth and sort of feel the bark of the tree, that kind of idea. Either way, the message is that you need to spend some time outside, sort of allowing the universe to speak to you. So I hope that you like that. I hope that it resonates. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. I just think that's really neat. I mean, I don't know anybody that works harder on YouTube than Sharon Sipe does, truly. I really don't. I mean, we have amazing moderators that are everywhere, always doing stuff, but like literally Sharon is here like morning, noon, and night. Like, you're everywhere. I don't know how you do it, friend. I really don't. And thank you for everything that you do for us. Let me know if you want a card, friends. I'm still here. I have a sip. And a smoke. This time I will actually have it. I won't let it burn. Anna Banana, you want a card? Doris Smith. Oh, see, lovely. Yes, Terry. Thank you for letting me know. I mean, we had freezing rain here so it snowed. So it was really, really mild last week. Then it snowed for 2 days. It went down to like minus 20 some odd. Then it started to come back up and it was getting a little bit warmer. But like minus 10 is not really warm. Then today we had freezing rain all day, and tomorrow is supposed to be like 10 degrees, like plus 10 degrees, which would be fantastic, except for we're supposed to have like 90 to 100 kilometer an hour winds. So if we go outside, I will be blowing across the street. So that's not a lot of fun. But yes, as it warms up, we will all, I mean, I can't wait to get out in my garden. We built a whole like retaining wall kind of thing last year and put in new garden beds. I can't wait to get out there. I love putting my hands in my dirt. You know, every year, friends, I say, okay, I have to get gardening gloves because, you know, I shouldn't be putting my hands in the dirt. And then, of course, every year I don't use the gloves and because I just love playing in the dirt. I'm like a little kid. Oh, good night, Cartomancy. Thank you for being here, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. Sleep well and sweet dreams. Oh, did you, Linda? Yeah, it sucks. All right, Anna Banana would like a card. Let's pull one of the angel cards for Anna Banana. You know what I just heard? So on our weather station that we have, our weather network, whatever it's called, on my phone. So those nasty caterpillar things that I told you guys about last year are coming back. So apparently they only come like every so many years, but apparently they're coming back this year and worse this year than they were last year. And these things, they sting you. They don't bite, they sting you. And they're like, I mean, you can barely see them. They're no bigger than like your baby fingernail, and then they grow to like 6 inches when they become like a full caterpillar. And they literally eat all the leaves off the trees. Yay. Of course, remember, friends, we just moved here and we just planted all new trees and everything, and like 3 of them were dead because of those little guys. Sure, Dora, I can do that for you, love. All right, message for Anna, please. What does Anna need to know? Message for Anna, please. Anna, you've got positive thoughts, my friends. The angels are advising you to focus on solutions instead of problems. Focus on solutions instead of problems. And I'm going to pull one more card for you. And then we will get Dora. That's just funny. I've got full moon in Leo. Go wild, girlfriend. So I sort of think that that's telling you that once you focus on the solutions and not the problem, you know, you're going to be free as a bird and you can go wild. Exactly. Once you get your foot out of that glue trap, sky's the limit, my friend. That's funny. I have to email Susan Lynn that. That's funny. All right, Dora, you are up, my friend. We seem to be on a roll with these angel cards, so we will continue with that for our friend Dora. I'm loving these cards, my friends. These are beautiful. They're a little big, but they're good. I love it when I buy a deck of cards and they speak to me like instantly like that. All right. What does Dora need to know? Message for Dora, please. What does Dora need to know tonight? Message for Dora, please. Whoops. That was me. I dropped half the deck. Interesting. We had 2 cards turn over inside the deck for you, Dora. So we have this is interesting to me. So the first card that we have is preserving the environment. Preserving the environment. So the message on the card reads, Archangel Ariel is calling upon you to assist her in protecting our beautiful planet. Okay. And then the second card that flipped over was creation. And the message on the card reads, Archangel Jovial is helping you to manifest the life of your dreams. I will confess that when I first looked at this, I was like, creation, preserving the environment. I thought of like, planting trees, planting flowers, planting seeds, right? Watching things grow. Perhaps maybe a vegetable garden, that kind of idea. That's what I was literally thinking. But when I read the card, the message is different, and it says that that Archangel Jophiel is helping you to manifest the life of your dreams. So I wonder if you have a dream of having to do something within the environment, whether it be preservation or maybe recycling or like upselling stuff, like what's it called? It's not upselling. What's it called? Upscaling. Maybe like you repurpose things or reuse things. Maybe you're, you might work for a waste management company. I'm not sure. I don't know why. I feel like this is more like outside. Like this is more like earthy kind of stuff, like planting trees and that kind of an idea. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So I hope that you like those. Hope they resonate with you, Dora. As we all are talking about going outside, spending some time in the garden, getting our hands dirty, getting our feet in the dirt, as they say. Hi, Greeter. How are you, love? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Greeter, would you like a card? I've got a new deck of cards. It is the Angel Quest Oracle, and I'm pulling cards. Lots of people have left us and gone tonight to sleep because we did our Sweet Dreams reading, which just makes me happy that people feel rested and relaxed now a little bit more so maybe than when they got here. Of course. I would love to pull a card for you, my friend. All right, here we go. Card for our dear friend Greeter. Message for Greeter. What does Greeter need to know? Message for Greeter, please. Message for Greeter. What does Greeter need to know? Wow. Well, I know that everyone that's in the chat is going to agree with this card for you, Greeter. I've got unity. Just look at that. What a beautiful image on that card. So the message on the card reads, Archangel Raguel, or Raguel, I guess is how you pronounce it, wants you to understand that you are one with the universe. You are one with the universe. You are one with the universe, Reader. That's a beautiful card. Really, Dora? That's amazing. Dora says, I wanted to volunteer at a state park. Well, there you go, my friend. I think that that's telling you that that's where your heart's at. That's what you should try to do. Here in Canada, on a banana, I'm not sure about in the States, but here in Canada, it's a big thing. You can literally volunteer to go for the summer, like if you're a student, and help to plant seedlings for new trees, as well as doing all kinds of things with fisheries and with the lakes. So you can go and like make spawning beds and all sorts of things. Yeah. Or just clean up, dredge a lake, right? Pick up pollution and stuff like that. Yeah. That's very cool, Dora. Oh, good, Greeter. I'm glad that you like that, my friend. This has been a lot of fun, you guys. This really, really has been a lot of fun to hang out with you all and just post some lovely cards and get some really great messages for everybody. I feel zen right now. I feel really calm, which is good. I hope that you all feel calm too, and like happy. I could like lay down and get ready for bed now. I hope that you all feel the same way. Oh, me too, Greeter. I'm glad that you made it here in time too, Liv. Yeah, Dora, I know COVID has really messed us up, but you know what? I think it's great. It's very ambitious that you want to volunteer at a state park. So maybe try a local park or a local municipality, or just, around your neighborhood, because it might help you to feel better. Do you know what I mean? Just as a suggestion, of course. Oh, thanks, Linda. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing and participating. I appreciate it. This chat only works if both of us are in sync, right? If the chat's participating, that allows me to do what I got to do, and then you guys do what you do, and we work together as a well-oiled machine. So, but thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. It definitely was greater for me too. You know what? I have to say, and this is really interesting. I'm probably, I know I'm not alone when I say this, because I know that there's many people that have anxiety, panic disorder. But for me, because I was locked in my house, like every time I came out of my house, everyone would be like, "Oh my God, you're still alive." So all of a sudden, everyone else was doing what I was doing, so I felt more normal, right? All of a sudden I felt like I belonged instead of sticking out like a sore thumb, if that made sense. That's very cool, Dora. Jay, we're still here, love. We waited for you. No. Do you want a card, hon? Do you want a card, Jay? Yeah, they closed the campsites here in Canada. Like, you couldn't go camping and close the parks, and that was a bit of a bummer. For sure. You know what you should try, Dora? I'm not sure if you've ever done visualization, but you could literally try a visualization technique where you could like lay down somewhere, like on the floor or on your bed or outside, and just imagine that you were camping and visualize the camping, right? You never know, might help. Do you want a card, Jay? I've got this new deck. Check it out. Angel Quest Oracle is my new deck. I've been playing with it. It's great. I literally just opened it tonight on the air. I love it. So I'll pull a card from there for you, my friends. Message for Jay. What does Jay need to know? Wow, that flew out, did it not, my friends? Oh. Jay, look at what I got for you. I love this. Friendship. Message on the bottom of the card reads, the angels are encouraging you to spend more time with those who make you feel good. Friendship. I love that for you, Jay. Oh, that's cool. Good for you, Greeter. I hope it goes well, my friend. You must be excited about that. Right? Isn't it a lovely card? I love that. All right, so I think that everyone's got a card. If there's anyone left that wants a card, let me know. I'm not going anywhere just quite yet. I'll stay in like another 10, 15 minutes. Yes, exactly. You know I love you, Jay. So just quickly, don't forget to thumbs up and all that good stuff here at dzncats for me. So what's going on? Get out your notepads, friends. I'm kidding. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be on Nancy Jean's Garden, along with Dr. Gail, which is Skywalking Moon, I believe, is her name, with Nancy Jean. So that'll be an interesting conversation. And then tomorrow night, I'm on my collaborative channel with Allie, which is Circle of Friends Tarot at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we have Ivana Intuitive coming to join us. So we look forward to that. And then on Friday, I will be back here at dzncats for me at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for Think Spirit It's Friday. And Tarot Stash will be joining us Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. I think it is, Jay. Herc213, myself, will be on Ron's channel for that Saturday night fun times that we all have. And then on Sunday, I'll be back on dzncats at 2:30 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Connections with Sun Psychic Jean. So not that I expect you to all remember that, but there you have it. Hope that you can join in the fun. Hope to see everybody. Oh, it's 222. 222. Aw, Greeter, you're so kind. We will miss you as well, my friend. We will miss you as well. Yeah, today was my day off, you guys, which it just felt weird having my day off on Wednesday, meaning I wasn't doing anything, because I normally have my Achieving Wellness chat, and I was just like, I have to come on. Like, I just felt weird about it. So, oh, Gypsy JJ, you're hysterical. Here's the thing, friends. So I took down, so the original curtains that you see is there, the white ones with the blue flowers. And I took those down because you could see the light through them, and switched them with the bedroom curtains because they were darker. And I thought that would do it, but it actually made it worse, which is weird. I don't know. So then I switched and I bought 2 more white, like plain white drapes, and put them behind those curtains. Because I personally love the sunlight. Like, I love the room to be light. So having it be dark just makes me feel some sort of way. But it seems to do the trick. So I think I'm finished switching drapes, but I think that's funny that you picked up on that, Gypsy JJ. I'm one of those people too. I'm totally observant that way. Linda says, thank you for staying on to listen. I don't see your shows live much because I don't get home until 6:30. I gotcha. Well, I am glad that you made it, and I am going to try my darndest to come on more often at night. In full disclosure, I was a member of Tarot Love Community, and you know, I sign up to the calendar. I've had my nights for a long time, you know, I try to be respectful for other readers or to other readers, you know, and not like book a show over top of their show, because I'm part of the calendar and, you know, whatever. And without getting into any details, I decided tonight that I am no longer a part of TLC, and nothing against TLC. It's, you know, Renee does a great job, and it's wonderful. But I just don't feel like I'm benefiting from being a part of it. And so I'm going to try to just pop on when I can, when it's convenient for Kelly. And, you know, if you know, the notification goes out and subscribers have the bell notification, you know, activated, then, you know, fingers crossed, you will find me, sort of idea. Because it was becoming increasingly difficult to find a time slot when I could come on. And that was stopping me from, you know, doing what I want to do. So no shade against anybody, no hard feelings. I just, you know, I want to do what I want to do, and I can't sort of put my life on hold because someone else is having a show on. And no disrespect to them, but, you know, there's only so much time in a day, right? And there's lots of readers, and there's lots of people to watch lots of readers. So, you know, there should be room for everybody is kind of my point. So, I will see you guys on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Thanks Spirits Friday, or tomorrow at Nancy Jean's Garden at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Yeah, it was getting that way. It was totally getting that way. And I really enjoy this Sweet Dreams reading at nighttime. I mean, Jay and I talked about, you know, him coming on, and I had said to him that, you know, with the new channel and everything else that I was doing, and I was going to have to drop this because it was too much, and I would have had to wait till like midnight, and I don't want to come on at midnight. That's not really my jam. So, but now I feel like I can come on a little bit earlier, and I'll be able to do that more often. So I look forward to us hanging out more and doing these readings, because I really think that they're good and they're important, and they definitely help me feel more relaxed before I go to bed. So I hope that they make you feel the same way. All right. With that, my friends, I wish you a restful sleep and, of course, sweet dreams. And I will see you the next time that I see you. And Anna, I'm going to send you an email. And oh, do you, Linda? Good. I'm glad, my friend. Thank you for saying that. Well, you can look forward to more, my friend. You are welcome, Vivian and Greeter and Anna and Linda and Dora and Gypsy JJ and JR and Jay. Linda, anyone that I might have missed, Sharon Sipe, anyone that's still here, Greeter, anyone that I might have missed. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me, for participating with each other. Don't forget that you're phenomenal human beings. And when you are in the chat, just saying hello to someone can make all the difference in their day. So please don't ever stop doing what you're doing. It means an awful lot to them, and it means an awful lot to me. And I love you. So with that being said, I wish you many, many blessings. Good night, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye for now.